doing? It's your boy here, Roy L. Forbes III. Another episode of Sports in the Car. Got a lot going on. I know it's been a minute since I did one. This is only the second one. Thanks for the feedback on the first one. Everybody showing some love, telling me what to do, what not to do, what they want to talk about, and all that type of stuff. Thanks for the love. Got a few things I want to address today. It's real good. I mean, I like to address things and just put them out there and get feedback, But first, I want to show some support for some people that's really doing it up. Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Got little businesses happening. It's the holidays coming up, and if you want to look good, get you a haircut. If you're in the Jackson, Mississippi area, I want to shout out my boy Corey Moore. That's King Cuts Barbershop. I think that's 801 Cooper Road. But if I'm not right about that, you can go on Instagram and Facebook and go to King Cuts and get the information. They doing it up in there. If I had hair, I would go there and get a haircut. So go and holler at my man. I grew up with him. If I'm endorsing them, they good, right? And if something bad happened, y'all let me know. I'll tell them. But yeah, go to King Cuts, man, and get your thing right for the holidays. My other partner in Chicago, holidays coming. Y'all gonna be throwing parties and office parties and whatever type of event you want to do, and you need a DJ. That's David Flowers. That's PDS Mobile. You can go to Instagram and Facebook to holler at my man, PDS Mobile DJ. That's David Flowers. Holler at him, Chicago area. He's even on the radio too. I forget what station and all that, but holler at him. That's DJ Debo, David Flowers, PDS Mobile. Last but not least, my homegirl Valerie, Vittles with Valerie. If you need some cooking tips for Thanksgiving and Christmas and the holidays, Valerie be doing it up. So she got Vittles with Valerie. That's on Facebook and Instagram. So go over there to the page, get some ideas on what to cook, how to cook it right. She real funny too. So when she said, who did this? Anyway, let's get to some sports. First things first. The little altercation with Dramond Green and KD, that was so good. People keep asking me what I think about it and this and that. I saw it, but I didn't really see, all the reports, and it's a lot of background, whatever. People been delving into it, but I think they're keeping it real quiet and hush-hush. I think if this was a team that was bad, really bad, like Cleveland, like if this was Cleveland and something like that happened, it's pretty much like no news, or I would really ignore it. But being that this is Golden State, and the reports of how it carried from the floor into the locker room, I think it's something to be looked at. If you don't know what happened, it was the end of regulation time, and Draymond Green, KD was calling for the ball. Draymond Green went down, dribbled the ball, dribble, turn it over, end of regulation, whatever. It's 106-106. I don't even know who won the game. But KD stepped up, had something to say to my man, and then they got into it, had to be, I guess, split up, and then I guess it carried over after the game. It's a very different Kevin Durant than what I'm used to, what we were used to. I believe if he was this vocal back in OKC, he'd probably still be in OKC. But I like that, though. All this adversity that he went through with making his decision to leave OKC, I think it's made him into a different guy. He's very bitter, it seems, because if you don't care about what people say about you, but you're constantly talking about what people say about you, you care about it. So he really cares. He really wants to be perceived as, something that's not abnormal. And I didn't hate his decision to go. You do what you want to. I know this ain't the 80s or the 90s. I know I'm not watching old school basketball anymore. These guys gonna do some extraordinary crazy things. So I ain't even judging them like that. Whatever. If that's how you want to win your championships, do it. And a lot of the old guys criticizing them are just hating on them. But to address that issue about the altercation, I mean, bro, if Draymond, it seems like, when you see Coach Kerr talk about him, don't seem like they really, he kind of pushes it, don't seem like they really like him, or he might get on their nerve. I could see how he would get on their nerves, and in the games, always talking. He does produce, but it's some guys in the league that can produce like that also. I mean, do the dirty work, get the boards, draw the fouls, get to the line. There's only 3 stones that can't be out of the gauntlet, so to speak, like in the Thanos sort of terms. There's 3 components that can't be broke up from this Golden State team, and that's Clay, Steph, and KD. Anybody else, to me, is very replaceable, and I mean that in the sense of, if you break those 3 up, you won't win. You won't win a championship. So, and I always say, as long as they got those 3 in place, they'll always win a 7-game series. So, I don't know if I'm the owner and somebody going at KD like that. I don't care. It depends on the level of seriousness. If it's that serious where he throwing punches at my man, he gotta go. And for real, I'm like that. He'll be the new Adrian Dantley. You ain't going at my man like that. When we brought him in, we won another chip, and that's who gonna keep carrying us to the thing. You got to go. And because I don't like locker room beef or whatever, like, that carries over like that. This could have a lasting effect. I mean, back in the day, it always happened, but this is a new era of sensitivity, with these brothers. It's weird. Anyway, that's enough of that. Be interesting to see what happened. I didn't see, somebody posted to the page, if you can, KD addressed it. I don't know if he just blew it off or what he said in the press conference. I would like to know that. Anyway, next I want to talk about my main man, Carmelo Anthony. I'm enjoying a nice cup of coffee too. Anyway, Carmelo Anthony seems to be on his way out at Houston. So everybody thought this was a puzzle. Now, people hate Carmelo. People say he's a bum. He don't play D, this and that. Hardly anybody plays D. He ain't no bum. He can score the basketball. It's 2 problems. It's 2 problems. Well, I think it's 1 problem. If he can get out of his mind that he need to go somewhere and be like starting, like he's like LeBron somewhere, or CP3, like he can go somewhere and demand that he starts, like it's out of the question that he comes off the bench. If he can get out of that, this brother can do somebody some serious justice that is really looking to make a move in their division or in their conference. Specifically, the perfect pick would be the Pistons. We need that kick-out guy. It's a kick-out guy. Remember how Rasheed was? Rasheed wasn't the same Rasheed at Portland, and we didn't want him to be when he got to Detroit. He barely even went in the low block. He did when he got mad, but just be over there whenever they used to clog the lane and try to double team Chauncey and try to double team Rip and all of our scorers and try to jam them up. Who would be over there waiting in the wings, waiting to knock it down? Just knock down that 3, get to the line, whatever. That could be Carmelo's role if he was to come to the Pistons right now, because Dwayne Casey, I mean, I didn't start talking good about the Pistons until recently, because I had a lot of Van Gundy hangover, and I'm not a big Blake Griffin fan, but I mean, I'm getting there now because I like the team. I like how they playing for the coach. Last night was a big win. They played Toronto, and bro, they did it. They did it for the coach. You can tell that with the effort they put in, they wanted to let him know, to let Toronto know how big of a mistake it is to give a guy the coach of the year 1 year, then you fire him the next. So that was a good win for them. I really hope Carmelo is out, and I really hope that the Pistons consider getting him. I don't know. I think he could be if he got his mind right. If he talking about starting, then just let him go on to Cleveland. He can start in Cleveland. Speaking of Cleveland, bro, look at the LeBron effect on Cleveland. They fight. They want to. Dope just asked J.R. Smith. I call him Dope. Dope just asked for a trade. They just. I think they only won 3 games so far. I don't know. It's amazing. The LeBron effect is amazing on Cleveland, bro. There was a game happened a few weeks ago. The New Orleans Saints and the Rams. It was the best game I've seen in football in a long time. And I just want to thank the Saints, because football is almost unbearable to watch. I mean, it's horrible to watch when you have the bad teams. I gotta watch the Lions, and I'm watching the Dolphins, so I ain't got much to. I'd rather watch the Pop Warners. But anyway, I just want to throw that out there because that was a great game, and I hope they do play again. I would love to see that happen again. I would love to see New Orleans win the Super Bowl. So all you Who Dat people, peace. And one more thing I want to address is the whole Dallas Cowboy fans and the hatred of Dak Prescott. I mean, bro, when you handing the ball off and the D lineman is back there in the field, when your back turned and the D lineman is breathing down your neck, when you don't have that much time to throw the ball, how can you blame Dak for everything? I know that's the nature of the beast. The quarterback always gets the blame, but they talking about sending him out. They talk about like getting rid of him. I mean, the fans. You want to get rid of Dak? Please send him to Miami, bro. We got Brock Osweiler and Tannehill. Please get rid of him. If you don't want him, I hope Dak was to listen to these dumb fans. Well, the fans, I won't say dumb because they be coming at me. Hold up, Cowboy fans. Them boys. I mean, same way with Eli. Same way with Matt Stafford. Bro, if he ain't got time. Matt Stafford, they tried to run a flea flicker the other day. They flicked the flea, and the D lineman was back there with him trying to see what role he was going to play in the offense. Bro, you cannot criticize Matt Stafford for that horrible play of the offensive line. I posted the Khalil Mack thing running over the O-lineman, the tackle. It's pitiful. When they don't have time to throw the ball, bro, you have to consider that. And even when they do get time in a horrible offense like that, the rhythm is off. It is gonna be. I don't like making excuses for professionals. I'm just saying, stop saying Dak. It's Dak's fault. It's all Dak. It's all Dak. Chris Collinsworth said that the other night on the game. Oh, he gotta just stop holding the ball too long. The next one he made is major. It wasn't Chris Collinsworth. It was Monday night. Anyway, the next 2 plays, 2 beautiful passes, 1 for a touchdown. So, I mean, is every pass accurate? Is every pass perfect? No. Y'all need to chill. But if you want to run the man out, run him on down to South Beach, because we could use him. I mean, they'll probably get him killed too. But I would love to see him better than Tannehill and Osweiler. Anyway, I'm in the mood now. I want to thank y'all for watching. I got to go back to work. This has been Sports in the Car. Give me your feedback. I'm going to upload this to YouTube. Give me your feedback and let me know what you want to talk about. And share this with your people. And peace.